Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. I decided to let Pinterest pick my reads, so let's get into it. I have been scrolling a lot on Pinterest and I have been seeing a lot of book recommendations, and I felt like I should make a video about it because I haven't really seen any videos about Pinterest picking booktubers reads, and I found this to be a little bit different and unique, and something that is kind of related in a way to how I approach books. So yeah, but usually when like authors are promoting their books, you usually see like the book cover and then arrows pointing to like different tropes, what's the book about, throughout, what to expect. But that's not really what we're going for in this video. We are more so going for the collages and the vibes of the book. We don't necessarily want, well, I don't necessarily want to go into a book really knowing what's going to happen or all the details, because per se, I like going into books semi-blind. So I felt like this was a great way. So I just decided, why not share it and see what to expect. And also, I guess another caveat, I should say, is that I'm saying we, but I'm taking you along with me, but I'm going to request these books from my library because, one, I want to continue to support my local library. Two is that I don't necessarily want to hurt my pockets. And three, I don't have to feel any guilt if I end up not liking these books. But if I end up not liking these books, they are library books and they can maybe find someone that will enjoy them. So I don't know. I just feel like requesting library books are so much fun. And four things is that I am discovering new authors. Within the list of books that I have found, I pretty much have never read from any of these authors, and that's very exciting. I get to discover if I like their books or if they're more my vibe and my style. So yeah, but I have 15 books that I'm going to share with you guys, and the thing is that I'm only picking 5 to request from the library to order. So those are the rules. So I am definitely excited. So if you're ready, stick around and let's get into it. And if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my laptop. And I also want to add another note is that I have a list of the books, and I just wrote notes because I did go on Goodreads, but I didn't cheat and read the summary. I just wanted to make sure that it's like make sure if it was in a series, I wanted to know which book it was within the series, and if it's in the series, can it be a standalone? So I just want to make sure because I really hate going into a book without knowing that it's the second book within the series. That just grinds my gears. But anyways, the first book we have is The Wrong Kind of Falling by Whitney Amazon. Hopefully I'm pronouncing all these authors' names correctly. If not, I am so sorry. But that's the first book, and as you can see, it just looks so fall aesthetic. I don't think I'm going to go with this one because of the fall aesthetic, but it seems so cool. We have such a cool couple, and it looks like our main male character is a boxer. That's cute. That's cool. And got a ring. We have a church, so I am having a feeling that this is a Christian romance, which is really cool. Let's see, a cat. That seems so fun. And that seems so really cool. I would love to read this book, but since it gives fall vibes, I think I'm going to wait for this one. Have you guys like read like a fall book in like spring? I feel like I don't want to mix match any seasons when it comes to reading, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to hold off on this one. But as you can see, this really drew me in. But I am definitely going to have to put that on my list to read for like the fall time. And also for The Wrong Call of Falling, it is book 2 in the Meadow Hills series, but it can be read as a standalone. But it gives fall vibes, so I'm just gonna have to wait for it. Next book is Love Not Qualified by Maeve Hazel. It seems like an office romance, and ooh, F1, so maybe the guy's into F1. I've actually seen this book on Instagram, but I haven't read it for some reason. But I've never read from this author, so I feel like this is going to be very exciting. But it is book 2 in the Lavish Love series, so I don't think I am going to be able to read this this go around. I think I might have to read the first book first and then go into Love Not Qualified. But this seems so interesting. And then we have, ooh, I love her hair in the cover and in the collage. I love her curls. Third book is Sap and Secrets by Daphne Elliott, and this is book 1 in the Maplewood series. It gives fall vibes, like we're in Vermont, there's foliage, and there's a baby, so maybe surprise pregnancy, maybe pregnancy trope, but it gives fall vibes. But when I was looking if it was in a series or not, it was released in January 2026, so I'm not sure if this is going to be like an actual fall read, but I feel like it's giving fall vibes, so I want to read this during the fall time. So I think I'm going to hold off on reading it. But it's so cute though. It looks like he's a farmer, and yeah, I don't know much, but I'm loving the vibes that this book is giving already, and it just drew me in. Especially like Vermont in the foliage during the fall time. It's so picturesque and beautiful. I really want to go to Vermont one day. I really do. Next is Erin's Patience by Tiffany Patterson. I think I've read a book from Tiffany Patterson before, but this is book 1 in the Townsends of William series. Williamsport series. And this seems like another pregnancy is, like maybe pregnancy trope is here. Okay, there's handcuffs. Getting a little spicy. You see this big house? I feel like this is giving billionaire vibes. Yep, especially with that watch right there. And then a huge library, so that seems to be very fun as well. And then this is also an interracial relationship as well, so that's cool. But I've also seen this on Instagram, and it just drew me in. So, but once I saw it again on Pinterest, I was like, ooh, I feel like I'm gonna have to read this one again. So definitely a contender. Up next is Ruthless Savage by Lillian Harris. And this is book 1 in the Savage King series. And this is straight up giving mafia vibes, and I am low-key here for it. I feel like it's been a while since I've read a mafia romance. We have, ooh, is that a kid? No, I don't think that's a kid. So I don't think he has a child. But it looks like definitely giving mafia vibes. Definitely getting, he got injured maybe in like a confrontation or something like that. Marriage, maybe it's an arranged marriage. Who knows? I know that's like a big trope that can happen a lot in mafia romances, and I'm very intrigued with this. Tattoos, of course, gotta love the tattoos. And I think that's pretty much it, but I'm kind of excited. It's been a while since I've read a mafia romance, so maybe I have to add this to my top 5. Book number 6 is What a Match by Mimi Grace, and this is book 2 of the Love Struck series, but it can be read as a standalone. It is definitely giving fall vibes once again, but we have maybe a boxer and a teacher. Ooh, that's cool. See, yeah, it's giving fall vibes because of the pumpkin, and that's throwing me off. But I really want to read this book one day because, you know, Black romance. And have I seen a pairing with a teacher and a boxer before? I'm honestly not sure. And they probably went to the movies because slushies, of course. But, this would be such a good read, but I don't necessarily want to go into like mix match any seasons though. I wish it was still fall and so I could read this book. Merp. Up next is The Marriage Bet by Olivia Haley. Haley? I don't know. But this is giving a billionaire's book, and I'm correct because it is the second book in the Billionaire Game series, and I think this is giving Marriage of Convenience. It's giving I Am Broke. It's giving I Am Broke. Do you see this? It's got this big house and places that I will probably never be at in person. Hopefully I can one day. And cars that I will probably never be in, and tennis. Oh, wait. Looks like there's a boxing ring too. So, who knows? And what is this? Poker? Ooh, rich people things. But I think this would be very fun, but this is book 2, and I think you have to read them in order. I couldn't find anywhere in the authors, like in the summary not the summary, but at the bottom, if it could be a standalone or not. So, probably later, like maybe next month or so, I'll probably request having the first book so I can read the first book so I can read this one, because this one seems to be very intriguing. Book number 8, we have His Obsession by Nicole Baker. And this is definitely giving another mafia romance vibe or billionaire romance. Maybe it's both. It could be both. And it looks like it's like a pregnancy in there. Yep, we have an ultrasound and we have a lady carrying her bump. Ooh, we have Paris. And it's giving credit cards. Yeah, they're rich. I'm not sure what drew me to this. Maybe it's like the overall aesthetic. Maybe it's giving like the mafia vibes. I low-key wish, well, not low-key, I kind of high-key wish that the cover was a little bit different. But when it comes to like human beings being on the cover, I prefer this version where the face is not necessarily all the way on there. But other than that, I'm fine. Like, I don't necessarily like it when there's like models, I should say. It's not my favorite, I should say. I don't hate it, but not my favorite. But it's giving mafia vibes. I'm kind of here for it. And it's, what is that? Architecture? Oh, I think they're like maybe an architect or maybe interior designer, because in the top left corner we have like sketches of like maybe a building. It seems like it's giving architecture vibes. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, I just might have to read this because like I am so curious. But I can't. I can't though. I can't though because it is the second. It is book 2 in the Empire State of Love series. Oh, wait, Empire State, New York. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So frustrating. I'm so intrigued, and then I realized in my notes that is book 2, and it did not specify if it could be a standalone read. Frustrating, but that's okay. That's okay. Book 9 is Bellini Born by Sienna Trapp. Hopefully I'm pronouncing everybody's name correctly. And this is book 1 in the Bellini Mafia series. And from this collage, it is giving... Definitely giving Mafia. But I don't know if the female main lead is the nanny, or maybe she's married to the male main character and he has kids, because there are kids in this collage. Ooh, look at that little kitten. That's cute. So that's very interesting. Got it. Yep, got the mafia vibes going. But I'm so curious about the kids. Like, what's the relationship? Does he have kids going into this marriage or partnership? Or is she the nanny for his kids? Or how does that... I'm so curious. How does that work? Who knows? Maybe... I'm kind of curious and I want to know. Okay, we're getting into the last 5 books, and then we have to pick. But number 10 is The Brightest Light of Sunshine by Lucina Coney. And this is definitely giving ballerina and a tattoo artist. I see that there is a child, and... yeah, I wonder what the relationship between the child and the main characters are. I actually did see this on Instagram as well, so it just piqued my interest again, scrolling through scrolling through Pinterest and having this pop up on my, not For You page, but like once you like get on a roll with your pins, you just like, with like similar pins, I should say. This is book 1 in the Brightest Light series, so I think this is going to be a top contender too, because I'm curious, and I've been curious about this book for a little bit, but I don't know. Up next is Moments of Madness by T.L. Smith, and this is the second book in the Hunter series, but it can be read as a standalone. So it's giving probably interconnected vibes. I'm not sure, but this is definitely giving millionaire vibes or mafia vibes. I have heard that T.L. Smith can be very wild, so that's also a thing as well. It's giving, let's see. It's giving pregnancy trope. It's giving expensive as all get out trope. I don't know. Oh, I think it's it sounds like a wedding dress or something. Maybe it's a marriage of convenience. Maybe it's an arranged marriage. I'm not quite sure, but I'm definitely interested. I don't know. Something about it just like drew me in. I don't know. You guys have to let me know what you guys think in the comments. Up next is Chasing the Sun by Lena Hendricks. And this is also getting fall vibes. And this is the first book in the Star Harbor series. But it's giving fall vibes because I see pumpkin patches. And ooh, is she a baker? I see like a baked good. That seems very fun. And we have a farm. It looks like he works at the pumpkin patch. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know nothing. But that's the fun part of this whole thing, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe this is set during the fall time. Yeah, it's definitely giving fall vibes. So I'm not sure if I want to read this now. Maybe this book would be definitely great like late summer. It's giving late summer, early fall vibes. But I have no idea at the same time. So if you have read these books, definitely let me know in the comments if I'm getting the vibes correct or if the collages are giving the right vibe as well. Ooh, this is so exciting. Okay, so for this book, I have 3 collages that I want to show you guys because I feel like one just can't do this book justice, and I really want to read this book. This is Elevator Pitch by Evelyn Lee, and oh my goodness, this is another interracial relationship, and this seems like this is a office romance, just going by the title, Elevator Pitch. And we see that our female main character looks like she has a great set of friends. Maybe they bond off of music with this iPod. I wonder whose dog this is. Maybe they have who has a golden retriever and what is that? A black cat? Ooh. Let's see. Ooh, definitely food. Food is definitely a win. Ooh. And this collage, we have coffee and donuts and another set of like a girl group. Maybe like their best friends from childhood. I don't know, but I really want to know. And then the last collage. Ooh, I definitely love her hair in this one. So cute. But ooh, is she a reader? Here's a bookshelf. Is she a reader? Maybe he's a reader. I still want to know whose dog is who. Ooh, cake. Ooh. I'm definitely excited. Ooh, got the elevator for Elevator Pitch. I am definitely excited for this one. Maybe they're enemies. Maybe they're friends. I don't know. But I want to find out so bad. But I think that's it for Elevator Pitch. Oh, and this is also book 1 in the Hapless in Love series. So luckily it's book 1. Second to last book is A Deal with the Bossy Devil by Kyra Parsi. And this is definitely giving billionaire vibes. And as I stand corrected, this is book 1 in the Bad Billionaire Bosses series, Triple B. But this is giving marriage of convenience. There is a contract. Oh, somebody's in law school. Heck yeah. Ooh, it's also giving enemies to lovers because as you can see here, it says, I hate you. And, ooh, are they in like Seattle? That kind of like looks similar to the Space Needle. Ooh, that would be such a fun read. maybe they do some traveling, because this looks like an entrance to like a private jet, and obviously a big house. Money right there. Probably won't even get to that point in my life. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe something like a miracle will happen in my life, and I'll get a chance to walk through a house like that. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But I am definitely interested in this book. And last but not least, we have A Tempting Arrangement by J. Wilde. And this is the first book of the Twisted Vows series. And going by the author's last name, this seems to be like it's going to be a wild ride. It looks like we have a marriage contract, so this might be an arranged marriage or a marriage of convenience. I see rolls of fabric, so maybe we have a fashion designer. Maybe our female main character is a fashion designer or a fashion enthusiast. Ooh, going off the vibes of this photo where like the people are wearing masks, it's giving like a certain society type of thing. And that kind of reminds me of this one series that I've read from, what's the author's name? Nikki Sloan. It's like the initiation, the obsession in that series. And that, let me tell you, that series was wild. But it's giving that vibe. And I'm kind of curious about it too. And it's giving like dark vibes, so maybe it's giving dark romance. Yeah, that's the vibes that I'm going for. Maybe, and also she's quite the character, because as you can see, the female main lead's hair is pink. I like that. I like the pink hair. Who knows? But I'm definitely intrigued to read this book. Definitely intrigued. But those were all 15 books that caught my attention on Pinterest. But now the hard part is picking 5. So, I don't know. Let me know what books you think I should have picked or you thought I was going to pick throughout this whole video. But now I'm going to pick out the 5 books. So, ready? Okay, so here are my top 5 that I am going to be requesting from the library. So first up is Erin's Patience by Tiffany Patterson. And then we have Bellini Born by Sienna Trapp. And then The Brightest Light of Sunshine by Lysenia Coney. And Elevator Pitch by Evelyn Lee. And last but not least is A Tempting Arrangement by T.L. Smith. Yeah, so I think those are the top 5, and those are the 5 books that I'm going to be requesting from the library. So hopefully they'll come in soon, but not all at once, because I feel like that's going to be a little bit overwhelming to read them all at once. But this was so fun. I feel like I haven't seen this on booktube, so maybe someone has done this before, but I haven't seen it. But oh my gosh, this was so much fun, and I'm excited to read from these authors and see if I want to continue to read from them and discover more books. This was definitely a great way to discover more authors, and definitely find books within my style, because I love going into books semi-blind so I can have the full experience of reading and really delving into the world of the book. So yeah. But let me know what your top 5 were in this video. Let me know if you thought I was going to go with different books or other books maybe that caught your attention, or thought that it was my vibe or something like that. let me know. And definitely let me know if you want to see another video like this. I felt like this was so much fun. But let me know in the comments if you have read these books, and if you have, let me know what you enjoyed about them, or did you have a great experience reading them? I don't know. I would love to know. But I think that's going to end the video for today. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, my friends, stay curious, stay cozy, and stay reading. Bye, guys.